What's up? Welcome to ElkShape Gear. We are unboxing Tyler's new system for 2024 hunting expeditions. He's got himself a rifle tag in Las Montanas, also known as Montana. So he's got the combo, general, public land, you know Tyler's style. He's also an Idaho resident, so he can just walk over to Walmart, pick up whatever tag he wants. So almost. And Tyler and I will probably get together a little bit like last year and do a little archery elk hunting. Maybe definitely. I'll pay you back for the pack out.
I hope so.
I will. I owe you. We're going to talk about elk uniforms today. I'm going to go over mine real quick. And I'm assuming in that box is one of the pants I'm going to run, so I'm risking it for the biscuit. But my main elk uniform, obviously it's pretty hot in September. So a lot of the times I am wearing just a short tee. This is the Ridgeline. This is a merino poly blend, this is one of the first companies to do that. I don't love just merino myself. Everyone's a little different. When I get merino really sweaty, which no one can do that as good as you, it gets kind of weird and stretchy, and I just don't like the vibe. So this little poly blend with the merino seems to be the sweet spot. And I do think that Born Primitive makes the best base layers on the market, and you guys should know about it. So I wear a t-shirt. It's pretty hot in September. And then I wear the sun shirt. And I know you are really sensitive to the sun. I personally like that it's got a little SPF built into it. I think it's 30 and it's hooded. And I actually go a size up. So this is a large. The medium's pretty big, but I go really big so I can kind of have a really just loose fit, comfortable.
They breathe better when they're a little bit looser fit.
Amen to that. So I size up on that piece. You don't have to though. They do run a little bit bigger than true to size. They're not tight fitting at all. So a medium would work. I do have a medium, but I bumped up to the large. I believe this is the desert one, which is great. And that's kind of what I wear. And then obviously at nights I'll slip on the puffy, usually the Tundra Light in the beginning part of September. And then there has been August 30th is the opener in Idaho. I have had 20 degrees just because where I was camping. And there's frost on my windshield, frost on my canvas cutter. I'm gonna wear the Tundra Heavy. Yeah, so I always have a puffy, and then the pants I'm gonna wear, I'll tell you guys about those. Hopefully they're in there.
Should be in here.
There you go, buddy.
Try not to cut anything in this box. Super sharp knife. Boom. We've got
It's kind of fun.
beanie, new cap.
What? I don't have this hat.
That's bummer.
You gonna rub it in, Tyler?
Boom. We got
Mission
rain
waterproof pants.
Frontier Lights.
I'm gonna take those because that's what I'm gonna talk about.
Grid fleece. Pants. I don't think the Ridgelines are in here. They're at home. This will be for the late season, really cold.
Yeah, because you're rifle hunting in Montana in November.
Yeah.
Have fun with that. I'm out.
It's gonna be the heavies, so I'll probably in November I'll pair these with the heavies. Merino beanie. I really like the merino beanies. I got, I think the same shirt you got.
Your sun shirt?
Large. The Ridgeline in a large hoodie.
That one's hooded, right?
Yes.
Nice. I wear that a lot when I'm not wearing the tee.
Yeah. This one is Ridgeline long sleeve base layer. We've got the new and improved Quiver half zip hoodie. I really like the half zip hoodies. And then this is just the crew neck version. This is the Barrier weatherproof jacket. This is like a soft shell jacket. I'm really excited about this.
That's gonna be like your 4th layer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, that'll go like, I'll probably end up wearing this most of the time over a rain jacket because it's gonna be a lot quieter. It'll block the wind.
Yeah.
And I personally love a soft shell jacket. For me, I'll probably run the Tundra Light all of September. And then if it gets colder, I'll just throw this in as well to add an extra layer. And then that'll be good enough for me in September. In November, then I'll go to that heavy.
And I ran that jacket all spring for bear hunting through the wind, the sideways sleet. We never had great weather this year in spring bear hunting. I wore that a lot, so.
And then
the Mission waterproof rain jacket. I think I was one of the first to test it. It's
Lucky
awesome.
dog.
Yeah. Legit system. Somebody messaged me, is this an actual legit system? I'm like, man, it is way up there. And the reason why, it is the most stretchy rain gear out there. It's got like a 4-way stretch in rain gear. I don't think anyone's done that yet.
No,
and that's a huge advantage, so you're not putting on a garbage bag. So
yes. So I'm really excited about this rain gear, and I'm really excited that Born Primitive now has base layer all the way through a rain jacket, outer layers, both rain jacket and the rain pants. When it gets cold and wet, even in September, just being wet makes me want to go back to the truck. So
yeah,
either I need a way to dry out, or which is a teepee with a stove, or I'm heading back to the truck just to get fresh clothes on, because I hate being wet and cold out in the
Speaking of drying out, Tyler, like one of the things I do is when you're hiking in and you're getting real sweaty, which you're good at, you can, like say I'm wearing that Ridgeline tee, or even with the hoodie, the long sleeve hoodie, and I get it wet, and I finally sit down to glass or even do sequences. If you just put that Tundra Puffy on for 15, 20 minutes, take it off, voila, magic, you've dried out. Staying dry is like one of the biggest responsibilities you as a hunter if you want to stay in the field and not retreat back to your truck. This is
100%.
the light pant, new and improved for 2024. And again, we work with Born Primitive, obviously, and we do that for a lot of reasons. Most importantly, they're like a veteran-owned company, and they give back so much to not only veterans, but first responders, fire departments. These guys are awesome, man, and they make great stuff. So the first thing about these pants is that you don't have to run a belt. You can do this system, and sizing is true to size. I'll have Tyler talk about his sizing, because it's harder for him to find pants that fit than it is for me. I'm a 30-30, straight up, fits great, not too tight, not too loose. Reinforced knees in the lights, which is a huge improvement. You can tell by the stitching. Can you run knee pads in this?
Yes.
So you have this Velcro here. You can slide in the knee pad if you're calling around chasing antelope or doing spot and stalking, which is a lot of what I do early season. The pants last year did not have ventilation with mesh. They didn't have ventilation at all.
No.
Now you can vent, and it is mesh so that debris doesn't get inside your pants, which is the worst. If you're a company and you make side ventilation zips, please add mesh. We don't want creepy crawlers inside our pants. On the back side, they've reinforced the booty. We know you sit on your butt a lot, glassing or whatever, and you can see that they've done a bang-up job reinforcing that. The fit is good and athletic. This is an athletic brand. They started in CrossFit making functional fitness training gear, and now they've gone across the lines into the outdoor space, and they are killing it. So even if you don't hunt and you're just a hiker, great pair of pants. Let's talk about sizing for people like Tyler who are 6'2", 225 pounds.
So sizing for me, I always have trouble with the thighs never being big enough, but because of the people that build these clothes, they
squat regularly.
They do CrossFit. They have a little bit larger thighs. So the thighs on these I've found have been bigger than most other brands of pants that I've worn in the past. I usually have to size up a size for a lot of other brands just to get my thighs into them. These ones, we're gonna try them on here in a little bit. I haven't tried on the new version, but the older version, my legs fit a lot better than most other pants. Even without these, I wouldn't necessarily have to wear a belt. I'm really excited about these though, because as you know, like you wear them, they kind of stretch out just a tad bit.
You kind of get skinny at the end of the hunting season.
Lose a couple pounds, you can just whoop, tighten that sucker up, and you're good to go. The only reason I don't like wearing a belt, sometimes it'll create a little rub spot underneath your pack.
Yeah.
Depending on the pack you have and how you fit and everything, sometimes I'll have issues with that, sometimes not. But the ability to not have to wear a belt just alleviates one more possible rub spot on you when you're hiking around. And that just makes it uncomfortable, makes you not want to hike as much. And we know that we hike a lot.
Let's help you guys build your own Born Primitive system based on not only the time of year, but potentially the terrain or species that you're hunting. And I don't want you to be confused. So they've done a system where it's level 1 through 4, and you can kind of pick what you need based on that. So For archery elk hunting, I think a base layer is a no-brainer, especially as the season goes on.
100%.
And you can always take off base layers and put them in your pack. A lot of times I'm sleeping in the backcountry with all my clothes on because I'm running like a lightweight system and I get cold easily. That's why he's laughing. So Ridgeline, again, merino, poly, blend, great system. Will wick away moisture and do what it's intended to do. Now, level 2, I would say if you're early season hunting, you're gonna wanna go with the Frontier lights. The heavies are gonna come in handy when you do those later season rifle hunts like Tyler has on his menu, but for me, I will probably never wear those. All of September will be the lights. On the top part, that's gonna be your decision. I run the Ridgeline long sleeve hoodie most days, coupled with the sun shirt. Just because it is pretty sunny out. I don't find myself wearing the quiver until later season as one of my layers. I'm pretty much physically sweating at some point every day chasing bugles. And then finally I always have a Tundra of some sort in my pack, always. I've been known to make fires throughout the day when I'm glassing, all throughout the month to stay warm. I love a puffy. I typically run the light half of September and then I rotate to the heavy in the back half. And then as far as rain gear, I just run the Mission jacket top. I don't carry pants unless it's like been raining for several days and I'm like, all right, I gotta wear the uniform. So I just pack the Mission rain gear, again, 4-way flex, best on the market. As far as the barrier jacket goes, that's gonna be something where I'm in some sort of front or wind system, and it's just high winds. I hate hunting in high winds, but it could be good for stalking, and if you need to sit there and glass and the wind's cutting you in half, that's the jacket for you. So I kind of keep that at base camp, and then I'll pull it out. That's your system. How do you work through yours?
Basically, 2 non-negotiables that I always have in my pack at all times is a rain jacket and a puffy. And then the other things that I always have is, it doesn't matter if you're hunting early season, late season, mid-season, everything starts with a base layer. So I'm always wearing some sort of a base layer, whether that's the sun shirt or Ridgeline base layer. I generally go with either a t-shirt or a long sleeve base layer and then build out from there. I probably will also carry one of the quiver and probably the quiver hoodie, just because I like to be able to adjust based on whether I'm sitting, glassing, moving in slowly, still hunting, depending, I like to have all of the options. So I'll have a base layer, a mid layer, which is the quiver hoodie, and then a puffy and a rain jacket all the time. In early September when it's hot, I'll just run the lights. It gets towards the later end of the season, I'll throw on a base layer underneath the light pants. But for the most part, early September until it starts getting pretty chilly in the morning, I'll just stick with the lights. And then, like I said, if it does get colder, I'll throw a base layer underneath them.
Guys, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. I work with more in primitive outdoor, so I am biased. And because I'm biased, I'm gonna give you this discount code right here. It'll take 10% off your purchase. Tyler, he is not sponsored by anybody. He can choose to pick whatever he wants, and he's running the system as well. That says a lot. Thanks for coming along to the channel. We have a lot of awesome gear videos coming out soon just to help you make more informed decisions, separations, and the preparation. We'll catch you on the next one.